All right, there are some attractive advantages to buying used cars, particularly during tough economic times. Edmunds.com says used cars, even those only 1 year old, sell for 20 to 30% cheaper than new cars. Jessica Caldwell is an analyst at Edmunds.com, and she joins us now from Santa Monica, California, with some insight on this. Jessica, thanks for coming to the program.
Thank you.
Let's talk first about the benefits of buying a used car. I mean, price is obviously one of them, right? But do you not have to be as concerned anymore about the fact that you're being sold a lemon or wondering what the other driver maybe did in your car?
Yeah, obviously when times are tough, you think you need a car, let's look at the used market. They're cheaper, and quality, to be honest, has improved a lot, so we're not worried about the lemons out there. So a lot of automakers have made strides also to promote their used car programs through certified pre-owned programs. So there's a lot more options in the used car market than there used to be. So it looks attractive to a lot of buyers.
Now, buying a certified used car, I believe it was a big trend in Europe first and then became a big trend over here. Can it ease your mind as a consumer that the company that stands behind the certification is going to really make sure the thing is in good condition?
I think so. Certified pre-owned is backed by the manufacturer, so it is a warranty that they will replace the major parts. So I think it does give consumer, really a lot of peace of mind. It's like buying a new vehicle at a used vehicle price, but there is a little bit of a premium.
Obviously, everyone hears that you lose 20% when you drive off the lot. And we talk about resale values. When you look at buying a new car, you want to make sure you buy one that has a decent resale value. I think we have a number of them here. A Mini, for example, has a good resale value. It's tougher to sell a Dodge Durango for nearly the same price after you've bought it, even though it is such a cool, big, manly truck. What about if you're a second-hand owner? I mean, does it drop significantly if the car has had 2 owners or 3 owners?
I think, again, the biggest hit will be the first year, and after that, things are, of course, going to lose value. So being the second or third owner at that point, I don't think is necessarily unadvantageous. But again, I think it's really important to do a lot of the research of what exactly is out there. Am I getting the best deal? Should I look into a new vehicle? There's a lot of new vehicles out there with a lot of great deals, finance deals, lease deals. So it's good for consumers, especially in this day and age, in this recession, to do their homework before buying the used car.
Let's take a look actually at one. There's a Cadillac here. It looks like buying the new car costs almost as much as buying a used car. Here with the CTS 4-door, you get a typical new payment, $626 a month. Typical used payment, $595 a month. So 5-year loan, total savings, $1,860. It seems to me that to a Cadillac driver, that's not so much dough over 5 years.
But still, I mean, I think there's also inherent values of buying a new vehicle versus a used vehicle. I think you get a little bit more peace of mind. So I think, it's really just good to look into it and see what Cadillac is offering before you sign on the dotted line, regardless of how much money you have. It's still a lot of money to buy a vehicle. So I think the most information that you have to arm yourself is really the best way to go.
Definitely true. I wonder, in these troubled times, though, for car manufacturers, do you see new cars sometimes that are selling below the costs that you'd expect the used car to sell for? I heard a couple of examples, even on a car like a Lexus, which does so well as far as consumer satisfaction. You can sometimes find a cheaper Lexus new. Here you see the RX 350. No, that's the Cadillac picture, but the payment there, $617 is the new payment, and the used payment, which we just pulled the graphic down, but it was more. $657. So are we going to see this more often, that the new car goes out cheaper than than the same used car that's selling?
We're going to see this trend continue for select vehicles as long as incentives are high, and a lot of, not only you get cash incentives, but also an APR incentive. So as long as that's out there, we're going to see this. But a lot of automakers have kind of really capped off a lot of their incentive programs. So I think in the next few months, with production lowering, incentives kind of remaining steady, we may not see as many great deals. But I think, there's still going to be deals out there because there's still, consumer confidence has to be overcome, and the manufacturers do have to fight for market share for those fewer buyers out there that are willing to buy a vehicle.
Hey, Jess, only 10 seconds left, but we're getting the June sales numbers out, much better than expected. Is this just a one-off anomaly because of the drop in prices we've seen on the lots?
We certainly hope not. We hope this is steady. We'll take a little over 10 million. It's better than under 10 million SAR for the year.
All right, Jessica Caldwell from Edmunds.com. Thanks so much for joining us to talk about one of my favorite markets, the car market.